All About Wraps strives to offer our clients with fast, affordable service with race wraps starting at only $500. From go-karts to national touring teams and everything in between. Late models, modifieds, sprint cars, midgets, asphalt cars, and we'll even decal your helmets. Wraps, design services, and promotions. Everything we offer at All About Wraps. Contact us today to see what we can do for your team. Give us a call, 410-903-3302. Email us at allaboutraps@hotmail.com and visit us on Facebook at All About Wraps.
Getting involved in the motorsports industry? Late models, helmets, modifieds, doesn't matter. Need to have a wrap job done? Then let All About Wraps take care of you. All About Wraps strives to offer our clients with fast, affordable service from go-karts to the national touring level and everything in between. Wraps on race cars, design services, and promotions. There's no job that they can't do to make your vehicle be on the cutting edge of looking great. Race wraps are starting at just $500. Contact All About Wraps today, and let's see what they can do for your racing team. Call them up at 410-903-3302 or send them an email at allaboutraps@hotmail.com. All About Wraps.
CrateInsider.com is your one source for crate racing tech and more. Whether you currently race with a crate engine or you are thinking about getting into the sport, our website has what you need. CrateInsider.com has tech videos, interviews with experts, and the best products in the industry. Dyno tested and proven, so we know they are the best products for crate engines. Visit CrateInsider.com today to get on the fast track to victory lane.
Undisputed, unrealistic, Unscripted and unrehearsed. This is Finish Line, a weekly podcast talking about the positive and negative of motorsports, asking the questions to drivers, promoters, and personalities, getting the information and responses of the sport others dare not to ask or even discuss. This is Finish Line. This radio podcast is from the heart, an in-depth analysis of everything in NASCAR, NHRA, IHRA, IndyCar, grassroots motorsports, asphalt, dirt, drag racing, karting, tractor pulling, boat racing, demolition derbies, and much more. From touring events to national, regional, weekly, and more. This is the podcast where the bull stops here. Whether it's asphalt, dirt, or drag racing, or anything else in life, there is always a finish line. Now, he's a respected veteran broadcaster with over 20-plus years' experience calling all forms of sports for public address, TV, and radio, from NASCAR to the grassroots. Please welcome your host, Wesley Outland. This is Finish Line.
Well, there we go. Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, as they always used to say in Mr. Rogers' land. Just after 11 o'clock. Welcome to Finish Line on all of our streaming networks, including Fox Sports Radio, Community Radio Network, and CRNSports.org live, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, iTunes Radio, and TuneIn Radio. The official date, just after 7 minutes after 11 o'clock Eastern Time, is Wednesday, April 3rd of the year 2019. This is episode number 7 of our Finish Line podcast. My goodness, I think I'm one behind, actually. We've got a great show for you. Of course, we would like to acknowledge our sponsors that make it happen. Before I go any further, Jason Parker, All About Wraps, and Kate Dillon of CrateInsider.com. Need I say more? Thank you to our sponsors. We got to have our sponsors. Got to have them. Got a great show lined up for you. A great program lined up for you today for the April 3rd edition of Finish Line. Great guest lineup. Everything from NASCAR grassroots racing to winged sprint car winners to non-winged sprint car winners, first-time winners, and then, of course, also dirt late models. We'll recap all that here today on Finish Line. Got a great program for you. 3 awesome male drivers that are good friends of mine in the racing industry, and an up-and-coming female driver as well that you need to keep your eye on with in this sport. So definitely going to be something cool to have on the program. We've got a great guest lineup, as I stated. We do have the phone lines fixed where you could actually call in, chime in, and speak to these driver guests live, or yours truly, Wesley Outlet, on the program. My engineers and myself were working on this overnight last night, and we have finally fixed the problem. It was basically just simply a setting to the mixer board to the server, and basically when we had Chaz Thompson on last Wednesday, when somebody would call, because we did have people try to flood and call in, basically what would happen was it would kill the volume on the main person, the main server line connecting. Well, we've got that now, but that's 100% fixed. So, if you want to call in today 919-585-5880 is the number on the request line or on the call-in line. That is, again, 919-585-5800. Again, 919-585-5800 if you want to call in. We do have the lines open. The lines are available now where you can call in. You can call and talk to our guests. And, man, we've got a great, great guest lineup as well. I mean, we're not even going to waste any more time. I'm not even going to waste any more time jawing. We got a lot of cool things to talk about here for the next 90 minutes, 2 hours maybe or so. So before I go anywhere, I do want to let everybody know the podcasts are available on Archive Replay. So we will have all that cool stuff coming down for you. We will, again, have a great, great guest lineup on the program. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to waste any time. I think I'm double stambling or rumbling or whatnot or rambling. So let's just go ahead and cut the bull and get right down to it. We're going to go to the phone lines here in just a matter of moments as well. And we'll get you your guest lineup coming up here in just a few moments, about 11:15, 10:15 Central Time. First time career win for this young lady out of Lindsay, Oklahoma. We will speak to Harli White. She got her first ever American Sprint Car Series National Sprint Car win. And Harli White will be joining us on the program here first. As they always say, ladies first. So, ladies first, Lindsay, Oklahoma, Harli White will be joining me here in just a couple of moments. Then we go to Newberry, South Carolina. Somebody that I used to know very well in the fast track days, now climbing the ladder from the pro late models to super late models. Brett the Jet Hamm got the biggest win of his motorsports career thus far Saturday night in Boom City at Fayetteville Motor Speedway with the Carolina Clash. Ed Gibbons Memorial, a $10,000 payday. We will have Brett Hamm on the program. Then coming up a little bit before 12 o'clock, we will then go to, I believe it's still going to be Florida. They are trying to wait to get back to Myrtle Beach. Then head to Carolina and Gastonia, followed by Gaffney, South Carolina for the USCS Sprint Car events going on this weekend. But we will be talking to the young man, the 14-year-old driver, of course, who resides out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We'll be talking to the person behind Lane Leffler Racing, and that is Connor Leffler. Connor Leffler, the natural. 3 for 4 in the Gator Dirt Nationals in the Panhandle of Florida this past weekend. Giovanni Bramani was going to get him scheduled to be on the show. Of course, he's in school. Education is important. So he has declined interview. But again, I want to get a big, big shout out to a buddy of mine, Giovanni Bramani, coming back from a big, big crazy crash in the Super Late Model event for the Blizzard Series and the Southern Super Series event at Five Flags Speedway. This past Friday night, I had the privilege to cover that for MAV TV and Speed 51. And when it was all said and done, Giovanni Bramani, 2 for 2 in the Southern Super Series. And by the way, 2 for 2 in Super Late Model races. His first Super Late Model race was at the Rattler. He won that. Second race was here at Five Flags Speedway. Got caught up in a wreck in Pensacola with other key contenders. Connor Osriak. Damn, I can't get his word right. Connor Osriak. And, of course, also the driver of Casey Roderick and Jet Nolan and so many other top contenders. But when it was all said and done, he was able to hold off a damaged car on the left rear and get the big, big win. And finally, we will not, I promise you, I might bring up just a little tidbit about it before we actually talk to him. We are not going to talk about the controversial mess that went on at South Boston Speedway because I feel like other media people and other people that have already drug it and put the word out. So props to Bob Dillner, Speed 51, Race 22, all the cool people that I work with. They've already put the word out about what happened between Lee Pulliam and Timothy Peters and his crew member, who has now been indefinitely suspended from NASCAR competition, from NASCAR. That's Timothy Peters. Philip Morris's. Not Timothy Peters. Philip Morris's chassis builder, Forrest Reynolds. Forrest has been indefinitely suspended by NASCAR for the remainder of the year. his hard card has been stripped.